Hi, hello. Okay, we're going to do some warm-ups first, okay? Hello. Good girl. Right. Okay, so it's the crane warm-up, okay? So your feet are just natural width apart, okay? Quite stable. So first of all, calm, relax, breathe. Nice diaphragmatic breath. Okay. Arms loose. Okay, we start to bounce. We feel it primarily within the knees. We want to feel it in the ankles as well. The bounce liberates our shoulders, elbows, wrists. Okay. We start to shake. That increases loose shoulders, scapula, that's shoulder blades, elbows, wrists, and the arms come to the sides. To the front and above. Excuse my disappearing hands. Coming onto tiptoes, that is the ball of your feet. And then as you land, the knees bend, the hands face your head, so palms down over your head, elbows to the front. Okay. Very light squat, so I sit behind my knees, I don't sit into my knees, sit behind my knees and roll as if I'm trying to draw my elbows in towards my lower ribs. So I don't go too deep, I don't go too far with the roll. My hands pass my head, turn over, and then they lightly press down to straighten the spine. You pause, and then you start the momentum again. Okay? Loose. It's like trying to shake something off your hands. Front, above, looking up slightly or looking ahead if that's easier. Come up onto the ball of your feet, knees still bent, elbows still bent. Land on the heels, palms face the head. Start to roll, elbows if they're drawing into your ribs. Hands past the face, chest, lightly press down and straighten up. Okay. So even while you're standing, you can adjust your feet a little bit wider, a bit narrower, just really feel very comfortable. Okay. And feel the rebounding force. You're bouncing into the ground, it's bouncing up into you. Belly very loose, very comfortable. Not holding anything tight. Okay, don't do that at all. Even loosen the face, relax the eyes, and mouth and jaw. Let your cares go as little or as much as possible. Front, above, extend. A nice gentle feeling of lengthening through the whole of the torso. Release, land on the heels, roll. Not too deep, and straighten up. Okay. So that's your basic crane warm-up. It's like it's the crane flapping its wings. Yeah. And you'll find a longer version, some really nice locations on my YouTube channel, and it's completely free. Okay. Hey, hello. Look down lesson number 3. How you doing? Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the first two. That's been really helpful. Hey Molly. Molly's here to help, but she'll hope you go to sleep. Okay, so we got along to the end of the first part. That is all the postures that we do in this form. Okay, so what we have to look at today is the transition into the next parts, which give us the first half of the whole form. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take you right from the beginning. Follow along, please. And you'll be following while looking at my back, and then I'll turn around, okay? No worries. So, okay, relax. So you need to calm down. Come into your body, breathe. Settle yourself. Shift your weight. Empty the left. Step. Arms nice and buoyant and full. Okay, here we go. Up, in, out, in, down. Lightly rise. Sink again. Ball. Step where the toes were. Vertical ball. Horizontal ball, turn the left foot, roll the ball. Expand. Sink and squeeze or press. Inflate the ball. Push the ball, roll it left. Turn your right foot in as much as you can. Roll it in and to your right. Beak, there's the beginning of the ball. Beak holds the ball, lift from the right wrist. Lift the left knee, turn through your waist. Step the left heel out, sink. Turn the right foot round as you turn the waist. Extend the arms, right arm extends more, yeah? So there's this kind of feeling at this point, as in the beginning, the elbows flexing releases the elbows, okay? So the Chinese talk about bend the bow to shoot the arrow. Bend the bow, so we have the bows of the elbows and the bows of the knees and the bows of the wrists. The big bow, which I'll look at hopefully in another video, is the bow of the spine, okay? But the first, secondary bows, the bows in the knees and the elbows, are the really easy ones to look at. Then the wrist bow, okay? So you can play around with this action and just have that nice image. And as an artist, I relate more to images than words. So bending a bow to shoot the arrow, okay? So we have a transition at this point. Now the transition, if I show you right from the beginning again. So let's get into the flow of this. Find some words that describe for you the movement. They might not be the same as mine. Relax, breathe. Balance. So the transition, right hand drops down, left hand hinges from the elbow and come back to face you, okay? So obviously if you face me as you're doing this, you're now facing away from me and you're having to turn around to look at this. So let me make this easier by doing this from the side, okay? So we have our single whip, our dan bien, okay? I release the right arm down to my side as I turn the left palm to look at me. Now my left knee is still bent, okay? I'm not locking out the leg. I'm not leaning back, okay? One smooth shift back in weight. Do it from this side. So notice the space. I mean, ideally, it's about so. This is the most you need. But notice how the space I'm working in is about this. All right. So as an office boy, I did it in cupboards and even the toilet to get away from the people at work. Okay. I even do it on airplanes in the toilets to kind of get out of the seat. You know, it gets a bit small. But it works, all right? So single whip. Do it to the front of you. See how this arm doesn't just collapse to my side. So we can even talk about there are small spheres, rounded shapes, balls here. Yeah? The armpits, yeah? Have this sense of being open all the time. This clamping is very tense, creates tension. It's quite a strange thing to release the arms out from the body. But that's one thing we pursue, okay? Release. So our transition, single whip. Look at the left hand. Now what we do now is shift the weight back and create a new ball over the left leg to be able to step to our right, okay? I turn on the ball of the right foot. So I have to sink more into the left to just raise the right heel enough to turn on the ball. And I'm going to put the heel of the right foot where the toes are. Okay? Lower the foot, knee bent, turn through the waist, turn my left foot on the heel, square up, and there's our new horizontal ball. And we just repeat what we've learned before. So you're now into the second section of the first half of the form. Tai Chi in 8 directions, or the Taiji Qigong, developed by Master Mantak Chia. Exactly the same movements. Okay, so to keep that clear for you, if I start from the front now, okay, so that when I get to this movement, the fish is an 8, okay, you'll be facing and seeing what I'm doing. So from the beginning. muscular tension. Okay. Loosen the joints, release the muscles. Don't apply any physical strength to what you're doing. Sink the elbows. Okay, support yourself through the right wrist. So here's the transition. Sink the elbows. Keep the palms soft. Bend the bow. Shoot the arrow. Another great Tai Chi phrase. And originally, most people who learnt Tai Chi in China, particularly in the 19th century, were illiterate. So they had Tai Chi poems or songs. And one of the lines from one of those songs, poems, was one part moves, all parts move. One part stops, all parts stop. So guess what? When we come round to single whip again, we go into transition to sit back forward and make the ball, to turn and step, and off we go again. So the beauty of this form is there's actually only a few moves to learn, and it's some of the less athletic forms that I know. So there's no kicks, there's no deep squatting movements, but you can keep looking at the same actions, and there are intrinsic and important actions in all Tai Chi forms, regardless of family or style. So it's constant repetition, self-analysis. All right. So that brings us back to the beginning. All right. So not to confuse you, probably some brain matter coming out of the ears. Don't panic. All right. I understand the difficulty of learning. I'm quite dyslexic still, and I mean I've been learning Tai Chi now since I was 19. I'm now in my late 50s, so I'm still learning new things. So I really understand the importance of slowing down, having the same commands, self-commands again and again, okay? And really, one of the deciding factors in me getting better at doing these kind of things, and I was not a natural in any way, even with flexibility when I studied yoga, was to repeat while being very relaxed. Okay? And breathing, cannot overemphasize the importance of relaxing and breathing well. So, you know, nice oxygenated blood flow through your brain, into your organs, etc. Yeah, your body works well with really good oxygenated blood. It works really badly without. Ask anyone who's had a heart attack, okay? So, to be clear, following me as is in a class from my back view, okay? Now hopefully now you're getting the ideas from the lesson 1 and 2 about the actions of your elbows to knees, yeah? The bows. One part moves, all parts move. One part stop, all parts stop. All right, quite a nice thing to think about. keep the limbs soft. So there's a feedback from your body to your mind, to your senses, and from your senses back to your body. There's a communication. You're not being absent-minded. As best as possible, you're not thinking about something other than what you're doing. Okay? First transition. So second part of the first half of the form. Sink the elbows, knees always bent. Bend the bow to shoot the arrow. 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 I think you get the idea. Lift from the wrist. Next transition. Okay, understand you're probably facing away from me now. So one way of getting around that is having a mirror, okay, behind you, which will now be in front of you. So you can see, hopefully, if your screen is big enough, me. Okay. Mirror work can be very good, can really help you understand the dynamics and the alignments of your body. All right, so you can now see coming all the way back round to where we started. All right, so that is the whole of the first part. Okay, 2 parts, 2 halves. We'll go through it again. Okay, at any point you can just press pause. I'll still be here. All right. Can't do that in a class. You have to put up with me. All right. So let's do this again. Relax. Okay. So calm mind, relaxation, melt, loosen the muscles, release any sense of strength. Vertical ball, horizontal ball, roll the ball, expand the ball, squash the ball, reinflate the ball, sit back, push the ball, sit back, turn, roll the ball to the left, right, beak, ball, sink the shoulders, sink into your right leg, lift from your right wrist to lift your left knee. Single whip as you turn your right foot round on the heel. First transition. Ball, turn on the ball of the right foot, step out with the right heel. Horizontal ball, expand, squash, expand the ball, bend the bow to shoot the arrow, push the ball, roll it left, fishes an 8. So a yin-yang symbol with an 8 posture. So the foot position with the toes pointing in to the Chinese looks like their figure, their calligraphy for the number 8. So hence fish is an 8. Okay. Second transition. Ball. Turn on the ball of the right foot, step with the right heel. See how the elbows are sunk, palms are carrying, yeah? Squash. Roll it in, roll it out. No strength in the fingers or palms. Turn the right foot on the heel. Beak. Notice the right elbow is sunk, ball. So when you begin to lift up the right wrist, you don't lift up the right shoulder. Single whip. Okay, to finish there, you step up, lower the arms, and you bring one hand over the other, and you can just stand and relax, and bring all your attention now out of your arms, and also particularly what you may notice is your mind, your head, your frontal lobes really work hard when we're processing information, when we're trying to learn. So we draw the emphasis out of our eyes, looking, and trying to understand. We bring it back into our own bodies. Just feeling the movement of your belly with your breath. Your diaphragm is moving down as you breathe in, and your belly moves out. It releases as your belly relaxes. And this is what we call a diaphragmatic breath. Something very good to Google. Okay? The action of the diaphragm in breathing. Cannot be emphasized, the absolute necessity to get your breathing really good. Obviously the ribs move because of the breath, but the origin of the breath is the diaphragm moving, not your chest muscles, which is a very, very ineffective way of breathing. Becomes very laboured. Okay? So as the belly expands, yes, the lungs expand, the ribs expand, the chest expands a little. And remember, the lungs also exist to the side of your body, side of your ribs, and to the rear, back of the ribs. So you should feel there's movement front, sides, and back. Mind calm, body relaxed, melting sensations all the way down the body to the feet, so we can release any sense of pressure, tightness, tension that we habitually carry as we practice regularly. As time goes by, body begins to change and adapt, gets more comfortable, more vital. And there we go. Okay, I think that's what we need to do today. Molly has gone to sleep. It's always a good indication everything's become very calm. So thank you very much, and I will see you in lesson 4, where we will do the second half, okay, which is the postures done on the other side of the body, okay, which can really scramble people a little bit. So really invest some time in getting the first half really good, really confident with it, and then you'll find the second half really quite easy. It will be challenging in some ways, but not as much as a challenge if you haven't really got the first half down to pat. Okay, so fantastic. Take it easy, see you again, take care, bye now. Okay, hello, how you doing? Okay, so we've done all that. Let's have a nice cool down. So this is the crane cool down. Can use it as a warm up as well if you want, the same as the warm up with the shaking of the wings, all right? It's a very nice thing. This time we actually bring our feet together. Arms are very loose, okay? So it's already usually quite good if you've already done something, this particular movement, set of movements. Very simple, we'll go through them. Okay, so the hands come out and the back of the hands come together, all right? Back of the hands come together. About shoulder height, a little bit lower, keeping your shoulders down, your neck long. The hands, okay, curl in until you end up in a position where the back of your hands are still together and your palms are facing out. So if you've got any kind of difficulties in your elbows, shoulders or wrists, just take it very easy. You might even end up in a position like that, all right? And they go out. Okay, so we have, so again it's the crane, it's its wings, in, out, and palms up, yeah? Palms, back of the palms together. Knees are still a bit bent, yeah? There's no kind of locking out, there's no straightening of the spine, pushing out of the butt, the pelvis, okay? Nice sense of just lightly lifting from the top of the head, much like all the Qigong and the Tai Chi. Back of the hands, in, out, okay? Back of the hands, in, out, palms up, okay. Palms curl in, all right? Fingers pointing towards your collarbone. They keep moving down till fingers are pointing down, okay? Arms at your sides. Keep pointing down, they go down, turn the back of the hands to the front, and then you lift from the wrists, okay, on balls of our toes, like the crane warm up. Okay, from the side. Palms up, curl them in, turn so that the fingers and knuckles are touching, turn them away, lift from the wrists. Okay. Lift from the wrists. My hands are probably disappearing again. Okay. Lift from the wrists. They curl again and descend with your palms up. Just start all over again. Lifting, curling, releasing down onto your heels, descending. And once more, nice and loose. Curl in, take it easy, keep it stiff. Hands go down, then lift from the wrist to lift yourself up on the balls of your feet. Curl back in and descend. To finish, you simply just curl the hands, one palm over the other, like so. Okay, so there's a lot longer video on my YouTube channel. Again, shot in some really nice locations a few years ago. Please enjoy, and again, it's free.